Hello, welcome to Algorithms. Today we are going to discuss about how to choose a data pipeline orchestration tool in Azure platform. Now, most of big data solution consist of repeated data processing operations and they encapsulate workflows. So a pipeline orchestrator tool is the one that helps automate these workflows. Now, an orchestrator can schedule jobs, execute workflows, and coordinate dependencies among tasks. Okay, now choosing a pipeline or orchestration technology in Azure is also one of the challenge because you have to make sure if you go for a something which is too heavy, you will have to pay the price for that. So choosing the right tool for the job is very important. Okay, but how do you do that and what are your options? So when it comes to data pipeline orchestration, you have three different options. One is Azure Data Factory, second is SQL Server Integration Services, third is Oozie on HD Insight. Okay, and the key selection criteria is very important. That how do you select? So do you really need a big data capability for moving and transforming your data? That means we are talking about gigabytes to terabytes of data. If then you have to narrow down your options. Okay, so do you need a managed service that can operate at scale? If yes, then select one of the cloud-based services that are not limited to your local processing power. For instance, SSIS is not a cloud-based tool, so you are limited by the processing power available to the system. Are some of your data sources located on premises? So that's another important criteria. So do you have data sources within cloud or outside cloud? That also makes a huge difference. So, and if you are in cloud, is it blob storage or HDFS file system? Because you have to look at options that supports Hive queries and so on and so forth, right? Capability matrix. So this is a general capability matrix which explains whether it's a managed service, cloud-based, what are prerequisites for the specific tool and the pricing criteria. Okay, for Azure Data Factory, SQL Server integration, Oozie on HD Insight, you can see it's pretty self-explanatory. So I don't have to go in detail. Okay, as I said, SQL Server Integration Service is more of a local tool and it comes with SQL Server licenses. Okay, but in case of Oozie, once you have HD Insight cluster, you don't have to pay any additional charge. So this is a capability matrix. Any tool you are evaluating, whether it is Azure or AWS, you have to have first the general capability matrix where you list down all the tools and what are the capabilities they have. Okay, these are the general capabilities. Then you need to draw pipeline capabilities. That okay, Azure Data Factory, it can copy data, it can transform data, machine learning scoring is possible, uh, Azure Batch can be utilized, Spark, you can execute SSIS package, you can access on-premises data. Now see, that's where you get a better picture. Uh, you know your environment, now you know the tool and its capability from the pipeline perspective, that what it can or cannot do. Because if you choose SQL Server Integration Services and you have big Hive or MapReduce queries, then obviously there will be a challenge. Similarly, if you for instance, if you use Azure HD Insight and you want to execute Azure Batch and machine learning scoring, uh, so that is going to pose challenge. Okay, and there are certain cases where supplementary tools are available and you can get the job done, but it is more of a uh, uh, just managing the situation rather than having a uh, proper roadmap in terms of putting all the tools which are required, because when it scales then you have problem. Okay, so scalability will be an issue if you try to use any supplementary methods. Okay, so it is very clear, you list down all the pipeline capabilities of the tools and what is available and what is not available. Okay, now the third very important point is scalability capabilities. So can you scale up and scale out? And I tell you, almost 99% of the customer, they don't look at this matrix. So scalability matrix is missing. Sometimes I have seen they have general capability matrix as well as the pipeline features capability matrix, but scalability matrix, if you ask them, okay, can you scale up and scale out your data pipeline based upon the need? If those who are data experts, I'm not talking about that, but even in some of the cases I have seen these scalability metrics are missing from the solution. So you have to have that in your enterprise architecture. So you have design guidelines, you have design principles. You need to include what sort of capabilities they need to include in the solution. Okay, so optimization for big data, what are the options? Do we have anything in SQL Server integration services? No. Generally, integration services was used for uh, structured data. SQL Server integration services, I used it a lot. Means I'm talking about DTS. DTS was like 18, 17 years ago. I used DTS, and then I used SSIS. So SSIS was more of a complete overhaul. Means those who have seen DTS, it means it's a completely different tool. uh, SQL Server integration services, because from SQL Server 2000 to 2005 it was a massive change. It was complete overhaul of the product. Okay, same with the reporting services, but we are not going to discuss about the reporting services. That's part of the presentation layer. So you see the difference from scale up, scale out, and optimization for big data perspective on what are the three important metrics that you need to have. I guess this is it from my side, and if you have any questions, as usual, please write an email to any of us, or drop your comments, feedback. Please drop it in the comment box. Please subscribe this video, like it, and have a great day. Thank you very much.